I had about 20 years clean and sober. And I had like a mediocre existence. I was very self-centered. I was still very selfish. You know, the crux of this program is being of service. And yet I'm like, nah, I don't want to. I don't want to help others. I just was in this mindset of, I need to survive. And I don't have anything to give. I didn't feel that I had much to offer. I didn't feel like I was good at helping people. So I didn't really do it. And so I had like I just had like a mediocre existence, is what, you know, the story I tell myself, until about 3 years ago, somebody said, do you want to study this book with me? Do you want to do a study of this, a deep study of this book and this 12-step process? And I'm like, nah, I know this thing. I've been in this program my whole life. I know it. No, that sounds boring. I don't want to do it. He was like, this will change your life. And I'm like, how? Like, no, I know it. It already changed my life. And he's like, no, it will. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do this study with this book that I already know. The very first meeting changed my life because he explained. So addiction is a disease of body, mind, and spirit. It's a disease of the body. It's the way the drugs and alcohol react in an alcoholic's body. It's a disease of the mind and a mental obsession. And then the obsession saying, I need more, even though there's so many consequences, right? So that mental obsession. And then it's a spiritual malady. We are trying to fill a God-shaped hole that only God can fill. And yet we try and use so many different things, substances, people, experiences, behaviors to fill this God-shaped hole. So it's a spiritual malady. And so the way that you heal the body is by being in this fellowship and the support, this structure of these, the meetings and everything with the AA program. The mind, you heal the mental obsession with the actual 12-step process, heals the mind. Service heals the spirit. When he told me that service heals the spirit, I had this awakening, this aha moment. No wonder my life has been mediocre. No wonder I've only up-leveled to a certain degree. I haven't been of service. And so when he explained that to me, I had this whole paradigm shift in a moment. And so this was only 3 years ago. I haven't been in service since 1999. So that started 3 years ago. This incarnation of me taking people through the steps in the process and dedicating my life to service. And it has totally transformed me in my life. I used to have an office job. I used to work at an office. I was in administration since 2008. And then in 2020, after I'd been taking people through this 12-step process and doing like this mentoring, this sponsoring with many, many, many people, I transformed. I finally got it. I finally got service is the answer. I finally got that, the purpose of life is to give and to help others. I finally experienced that, and that became my life. I never thought I had anything to offer anybody, but now I did.
Let your light shine. Help others find their way out of the darkness. Extraordinarily inspiring stories from ordinary people like you and I. I believe we are all extraordinary, yet we're all ordinary. Let your light shine.